Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's on the north spawn of Tundra and it's under the command of Alehoh. And this game is the winner of Tier 6 in the Arty Day Competition, and it was quite an emphatic winner as well. I don't think anybody else could get close to it in terms of the XP earned. So I think you're going to enjoy a battle that's about to start. It's going to be a doozy. Okay, game started. It's a 155mm howitzer, and it can do 550 alpha and a reload time of 16.08 seconds here. You can see that Alehoh uses Coca-Cola, which increases the performance of his crew by 10%. And I can tell you, it really does make it worthwhile. You buy up loads and loads of premium consumables when they're cheap, at half price, and then you play through them. In fact, every time they put them on sale, I'm still not at the end of the last batch, so it just means you just continuously play the game at maximum performance. Well, Alehoh's found his firing position. I hope I'm saying his name correct. Alehoh? Or Alehoh? I'm sure he'll confirm that for me. Okay, he's looking for an enemy heavy coming around that corner, but the 45 TP's reached it. Oh, now we've got an SU-100 M1. Rounds out. Direct hit right on his front shield, 274. And the 45 TP's come up. And he's been joined by an FV4202, so this looks like it could be very lucrative. He's almost loaded, going for the engine bay on the FV4202, and he hits an IS-3 that was directly behind him at that moment. So he actually got the wrong tank, but right target, so to speak. Okay, well, almost loaded again, going for another hit this time. I think the FV4202. Well, he fires it in, and this time he hits the 45 TP, who moved forward just as the FV4202 moved out of the way, but all the tanks were stunned. Now, the FV4202 has got lighter armor than the IS-3, so it is the correct target to go for. Rounds out again, and this time he hits the 4202. And so far he's racked up 874 hit points of damage. And that's from 4 different hits. Okay, he's loaded, ready for another one, going for the SU-100 M1. Direct hit on him for 116. And that keeps the IS-3 and the tank destroyer stunned. But we lost our 45 TP, I'm afraid. It's just the pressure of too many tanks attacking him at the same time. But we should be able to keep them there, because that's going to stun the FV4202 and the IS-3 for a little while. He's pulling back. Yep, he knows if he keeps getting hit by an M44, it's going to be terminal. And a T-29 has taken his place, so it looks like all the heavy tanks have decided to go to this end of the map, and they're all higher tier, which means, of course, that Alehoh's going to be earning maximum XP off these, because they're higher tier than him. He's tier 6. Some of them are tier 8 and tier 7. Okay, he's extended his aim again. He's not using the minimap to extend it. He ought to try that. It is quicker, much quicker. For short adjustments, you can just scroll the mouse. But, oh, lovely one there. 157 off an IS-3. The FV4202 didn't like it so much, he's actually gone around the corner. And he's now trying to come through the offices, or the yards. And another hit. Now you see, he keeps alternating between each spot, and the good thing about that is it does stop the counter battery from happening, because the enemy Arty doesn't know which one he's going to be firing from next. The other reason I like this position is that it actually does allow you to fire up onto the hill. But just look at this, we've got a whole gaggle of enemy tank destroyers trying to get up onto the cap area, and that SU-130PM, very lightly armoured, and he's gone from that shot alone. Now, I doubt if we could do the same to the Hellcat, unless we get a penetrating shot and it's a high roll. But we can certainly damage both of those vehicles. Got a red line there, but they're pulling forward, and well, that stuns both of them. and they are now capping, which means obviously he's going to be able to get some defense points off this. The Hellcat runs away, but the T-43 is staying in the cap, and he's actually in the right position to avoid being hit. You see, he's just staying in the lee of that rock, but it's not going to stop him from getting splashed, and that will get him reset. Okay, Hellcat's out on his own now, so we're trying to get a shot on him. No, he's gone. They're doing well up on the hill, just that FV4202 in the yards, but the Conqueror Action 10 holding him back. We haven't seen the IS-3 for a while, but I'm pretty sure he's being held back by the Action 10 as well. And we can put a round in there. Dialing in. That's it. Rounds out, and well, it was a critical hit, but it was a splash. So he's changing position again. And this time round he's moving position so he can attack this FV4202 who just got killed, and a T-3485. But he is getting a red line at the moment, and I think that may be because they're just too close and that hill's just too high. And if he goes around this corner, it might prove that he actually might get exposed to the enemy. So just the edge of the corner, I suppose, that might help. Okay, he's now got a shot potentially on the T-29. There it is. That's a tier 7, so it's higher tier than him. More XP. Rounds out. And he gets a hit. And the T-3485 has gone down. Now that was a tier 6 tank, so it wouldn't have earned him extra XP to hit that one, but it certainly does pay off to get this T-29. Dialed in, rounds out, and another hit! 181, he's really punishing these tanks. Now I think you might say, oh well, he got a very lucky game, but he is showing a lot of skill as well. Look at the way he's just about to take out this Su-8, and rounds out, and... oh, what happened there? There was no kill. Oh no, look at that, it left him on 16 hit points. He's running away as fast as he can. We're loaded, rounds out, and splash kill. Got him. What you can't get the first time, you get the second. Okay, he's changing position again. I think you have to be very, very lucky to get a good game like this sometimes, because this is one of those games where you're bottom tier, it's +2, and you're facing a lot of higher tier tanks, and that means you can earn a lot of XP, and with that shot he's potentially got the High Calibre. So you can see this is how he earns so much XP in this game. He just constantly punishing the enemy, and higher tier enemy at that, and another 86 hit points, but we lost the Action 10 during that confrontation, and the scores are even at the moment, except we've got more Arty on our team. Now the T-29 was last seen around that position. We've got two of the enemy tanks trying to get up on top of the hill, an Emil and a P-43 Tur. I don't think they can get up on the hill, and the AT-7 is going to deal with the T-29 if he can. Now if he spots him for us, then we can put a round into him. The Su-130PM, who's 100% health. Oh, he's found the IS-3. The IS-3 is under the bridge, but we don't know where the T-29 is. Now, the enemy killed our P-43. Oh, it's a blind kill on the P-43 Tur. He killed our one. But we got him with a blind shot. He judged it just right for when they were going to come up. There's the T-29. Now we lost the AT-7. He was killed by the T-29. But the T-29 is going to have difficulty trying to get that Su-130, because now he's gone south. And the T-29 has to turn around and come back to his own cap area. And that's going to allow Alehoh to put some rounds into him. Now, we think that the Stu Emil might be up on top of the hill, but again, he's going to have difficulty trying to spot the Su-130PM. Our Hummel is moving up. I'm not sure if that's a wise decision, because he'd be getting closer to the cap, and it'd be better off actually taking a position so he can shoot on the cap just in case the T-29 goes in. But here we go for the T-29, rounds out and right into his ass. Drilled his ass with that shot. 187 hit points. He's a one shot now. The SU-130PM shouldn't have any difficulty at all finishing him off. But we're about to be loaded and we should be able to claim this soul as well. Here we go. Rounds out and... oh, we just missed him. And the SU-130PM died in the process. Oh, so it now is left to Alehoh and the Hummel. And the Hummel shotguns the T-29. So he did make the right choice to go mobile. Oh, and we've lost the Hummel. So there are now 2 vehicles left in the game. It's 2 against 1. And we're facing a Sturmill, who's probably up on the hill, and an M44, which we have not seen. Now, my guessing is the M44 is probably in the southwest corner of the map. And the Emil, well, I suspect he's actually up on the hill. But what Alehoh's doing now is setting up an ambush right at the cap. The enemy do have to come to the cap if they're going to win. And so he's going to try and catch them. And I think he's doing this with the intention of catching the M44 as he crosses the bridge. Now, if it is the Sturmill, he's going to have to try and shotgun the Sturmill. But the Sturmill has lost a huge amount of hit points. A massive amount. He's down to his last few hit points, so a splash should be enough to take him out of the game. Now it's just that M44. We don't know where he is, but remember his view range is the same as Alehoh's, or might be. It all depends on Alehoh's crew. Okay, so there he is. There's the M44. He was in the southwest corner. Manual aim. Oh, it's a big hit. But he's moving, he's getting out of here, and the M44 fires back. But that means he's in reload, and that gives Alehoh the opportunity to shotgun this M44, take him out. Oh, he's decided not to. Or is he? No, he's going to go up over here and shoot down on the M44 as he gets close. Is he locked on? I think he has. Or is he going to jump on top of him? Oh, came down the cliff and then shotgunned him that way. Oh, that was effective. Nicely done. So it's just the Emil to deal with now. And that Emil driver is not going to, Sturmill, is not going to be too happy about going to that cap because he knows how few hit points he has. And he might try to go defensive and go to his cap. But again, if he does do that, and Alehoh sets up an ambush for him, he's going to be toast as well. So I think you can see this is how he won the competition at tier 6. This is an exceptional game. It really is. Alehoh has actually given us some replays which we've seen on our channel. I think there's one in an SU-14 one that he provided to us. So he has sent in replays before. And that's the 2-minute hooter. So he has to get in the cap soon if he's going to cap out. And he doesn't need to worry about that because the Emil has actually gone into... the Sturmill has gone into our cap. Now, more than likely, he's going to try and hide behind the rock. But I have a feeling that that's not going to protect him from Alehoh, who's going to shotgun another one. Now, I did this myself in my tier 3 winner. And it's very funny, actually. You drive up on someone, they think, oh, he's just going to play it like an Arty. No, we just play it like a high caliber tank destroyer. And the cap is proceeding. Now, I wonder, is Alehoh attempting to get a defender? That's entirely possible, you see. He's close. Well, there's the last minute horn. He's got to be close. He must be the other side of that rock. There he is. Very low on hit points. And the Emil's the wrong way round. And he's toast. He's done it. What a win. 2 against 1, and he still wins. What an excellent replay. A worthy winner of the competition at Tier 6. And here's the end of battle results. An ace tank for Alehoh in the M44. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, 1 short of getting a top gun. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 24 in that game. A Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A counter battery for killing both of the enemy Arty, the SU-8 and the M44. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. A defender for resetting the cap and getting at least 70 defense points. And lastly, to top it all off, he got the High Calibre as well. He did the most damage in that battle. Now that's one hell of a set of medals to get in a competition. It really is. So fantastic replay. Took place on Saturday the 6th of July in 2019. So let's have a look at team score. There you go, top of the table, 3,699 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the IS-3 on the enemy team, 2685 to him. And after that, it was the Sturry Mill with 1809. When it came to kills, it was definitely Alehoh and the T29. 5 kills apiece between them, 1/3 of the enemy team on each side. But the Sturry Mill managed to get 4, and the SU-130PM on the enemy team got 3 as well. And when it came to base XP, well, Alehoh managed to get the highest amount. That is the winning score, 1542, which is a very high ace tanker on the M44. 922 to the P43 who defended the hill for quite some time, all alone against 2 enemy tanks. And then 839 for the 87. He fired 26 rounds from his magazine. He got 19 direct hits and 3 penetrations on the enemy. Splash damage on 28. So he hit more than... In fact, actually, as you were hitting the tanks in Heavy Alley, you were hitting them 3 at a time. 3 stuns at a time. So that's why the splash damage is so much higher than the number of shots. He did damage of 3,699 hit points, of which 3,313 were more than 300 meters. So obviously those shots, those close range shots on the Arty and on the Sturry Mill were the difference. He received 1 hit. It was a hit by way of splash damage. That was from the enemy M44. And he also spotted 1 enemy vehicle, that was the M44, damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did damage stun assistance of 493 hit points off 25 stuns. He managed to get 80 defense points in the end. He reset the cap more than once. He actually reset the cap when one of the P43s, I think, was actually in the cap as well. And on the credit side, he earned 41,750 credits. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 24,592 credits. He picked up 1,542 XP and took away 2,313. So I think there's something in there that what replays is not telling us about. But it was an absolutely excellent replay to be the winner for Tier 6. And despite the fact that many tried to win at Tier 6 because it is such an exciting tier to play at, it was Alehoh who came up with this replay, and wow, it was such a good replay. So congratulations to Alehoh. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We get great replays like this all the time, and it'd be a real shame if you miss one. Thanks for watching.